And first and foremost, I'd like to take a moment to thank my friends over at Community Ford in Mooresville, Indiana, for allowing me to take their Ford Bronco out and review it. Their website and location are in the description box below, where you can head to their website and check out all the new and used inventory. Please kindly remember that I do not work for or at any dealerships, so I cannot answer if a vehicle is still for sale. They say good things come to those who wait. And amidst the pandemic, manufacturing and supply chain issues, our wait has finally come to an end. No, this is not the Escape Kuga based Bronco Sport that we've been teased with for the past 8 months or so, but this is the big one. The one that is going head to head with the reigning king of the off road vehicle, the Jeep Wrangler. Ford engineers studied and researched tirelessly the Wrangler and the off road community, and they came back with a formula that could give the Wrangler a run for its money. So, finally, after a year of waiting, we're able to finally see, up close and personal, the all new full size Bronco in depth and in person. Built in the U.S. at the Wayne Assembly Plant in Michigan, we will find out if the new Bronco has what it takes to compete head to head with the Wrangler. We will cover everything from exterior to interior, engine, transmission, as well as off road capabilities and everything in between. Today, we will be taking a detailed, in-depth walk-around look at this brand new 2021 Ford Bronco Outer Banks. This Outer Banks features the advanced 4x4 system and the Sasquatch package and is painted in shadow black clear coat with the roast and black cloth interior. Full pricing is shown on screen and a full options list breakdown is in the description box below. After a 25-year hiatus, this Bronco represents the sixth generation of Bronco, with styling representing a heritage link to the first generation vehicle that ran from 1966 to 1977, and is a full convertible vehicle with the doors being removable as well. While the Bronco Sport is a capable crossover, this Bronco is a purpose-built Ranger Everest-based body-on-frame vehicle which shares nothing more than the name with the Sport. Our Sasquatch-equipped Bronco comes complete with front and rear Spicer Performa-Track locking differentials. The advanced 4x4 equipped Broncos feature a 2-speed electromechanical shift-on-demand transfer case with a 3.06 to 1 low ratio and a crawl ratio of 67.8 to 1. Transfer case selections are made by membrane-covered push buttons on the terrain selector. The aforementioned terrain selector, labeled GOAT modes, which stands for Goes Over Any Type of Terrain, a more perfect acronym if there ever was one. This works in a similar fashion as the Jeep Select Train controller, rotating it to reveal different drive modes and configurations. Our Outer Banks version features 6 of the 8 available GOAT modes. Our Bronco rides on 35-inch tires and features a ground clearance of 11.6 inches, an approach angle of 43.2 degrees, a departure angle of 37.2 degrees, and a ramp breakover angle of 29 degrees. Its maximum water fording depth is 33.5 inches. Two powertrains are available, a 2.3 liter and a 2.7 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder and V6 engine respectively. Also available are a standard 7-speed manual with a crawler gear or a 10-speed automatic. Our Outer Banks features the 2.3 liter EcoBoost dual overhead cam 16-valve TIVCT inline 4-cylinder engine, which is of aluminum block and head construction and features twin-scroll turbocharged intercooling, gasoline direct injection 10-to-1 compression ratio, and it creates 270 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 310 pound-feet of torque at 3,500 RPM. And while no instrumented tests have been completed at the time of this review, we estimate 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.5 seconds, but performance is not what this vehicle is built for, if we're honest. Our Bronco features a gross vehicle weight rating of 5,620 pounds, a curb weight of 4,978 pounds, with a payload capacity of 1,100 pounds. Maximum towing capacity on this Bronco is 3,500 pounds, with a dynamic roof load of 110 pounds and a static roof load of 450 pounds. The two-door Broncos come equipped with a 16.9 US gallon fuel capacity and consume 5.6 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of around 304 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 18 miles per gallon city, 18 miles per gallon highway, and 18 miles per gallon combined. While a manual transmission is available and standard, it's only for the 2.3 liter vehicles. Our Bronco, however, is equipped with the Ford GM collaboration built 10-speed 10R80 select shift automatic. Rear suspension on the Sasquatch equipped vehicles is a solid 5-link Haas setup with coilover springs and Haas Bilstein positive sensitive dampers. Around the rear of the Bronco, especially the two-door, looks purpose-built with sharp lines, upright styling, and large fender flares. This is where the Bronco more or less resembles a Wrangler in styling, what with the molded removable hardtop, gate-mounted full-size spare tire with the camera poking out through the hub opening, and upper-mounted third brake light. Lighting is full LED with stylized Bs for the taillights and amber turn indicators in the center. Down below in the bumper reside ultrasonic parking sensors and the trailer receiver hitch with 4 and 7-pin wiring. Along the profile, the two-door Bronco looks best, at least to me, especially with the hardtop. I, however, like it more with the top off. Its upright, boxy, and no-nonsense style reflect the first generation with an air of heritage thrown in with modern design. And yes, as you can see here, the doors are removable. This Bronco sits on a 100.4-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 173.7 inches. Steering is electrically assisted vehicle speed sensitive variable rate rack and pinion with 3.8 turns lock to lock, and unfortunately and surprisingly, Ford has not posted or published the official turning radius of this vehicle, a figure that's pretty important for this type of segment. Wheels are the 17 by 7.5 inch black high gloss painted forged aluminums with warm alloy beauty rings and are bead lock capable. Tires are 35 inch LT 315 70R17 Goodyear Territory mud terrains. Brakes are 4-wheel disc with 12.2-inch ventilator rotors up front and 12.1-inch solid rotors in the rear. These brakes are assisted by ABS, roll stability control, traction control, electronic brake force distribution, forward collision warning with full stop, hill hold assist, and more. Front suspension on this Bronco is an independent Haas or the high performance off-road stability suspension with twin alloy A-arms, coilover springs with Haas Bilstein positive sensitive dampers as part of the Sasquatch package. Front end styling is where the Bronco really shines. There is absolutely no mistaking this for any other vehicle other than the Bronco, what with the full lettering spelled out front and center on the grille. Headlamps are round LEDs with LED ring daytime running lights, with the turn indicators running through the horizontal strip in the middle. The effect is good, with a sense of brawn and purpose. The hood is highlighted by the very cool trail sights that can support gear as well. With the fender flares and the steel bumper and the tow recovery hooks, this Bronco is ready to hit the trails and conquer pretty much anything that comes its way. Alrighty, this Bronco is equipped with remote start as standard equipment on this package. To operate is simple. Just lock the vehicle even though there's no doors. Then double press the remote start button on the key fob. Now it may not actually work because the doors aren't there, so it can't actually do the lock procedure, but that is how you operate it. Now on this vehicle, the doors have been removed for display purposes. But first of all, let's take a quick look at the key fob. It is a Bronco branded, typical style Ford key fob. It just has a Bronco logo here. And you have your unlock, lock, remote start, and your panic alarm here. Other than that, it's basically Ford's intelligent key, smart key system. And as you can see here, our doors are actually off. So we have a pretty good view of the interior right from the start. We'll go ahead and take a look at the door panels on a Bronco Badlands with the doors in place. Alright, as we get in, as you can see here, one of the really cool features here on the dashboard, you have this brown textured finish here and this rubberized grip handle with these exposed Allen heads. You got this blue accent line here, the Bronco on the grip, and it's basically just an entry assist handle. And inside you do have this deep set air vent that also has the same blue accent. And then moving down here, you just have the typical Ford headlamp switch with panel brightness. Electronic parking brake actuation. Got your hood release with the throwback Bronco logo on it. And sadly, our vehicle only has an automatic transmission, but a 7-speed manual is available. This vehicle is also equipped with the full carpeting. However, other models can be had with the hose out interior. Nice wide tread plates. You got these running boards here that say Bronco on them. Simple seat controls here. You have your lumbar support here control, your seat back height and lowering adjust, seat back release or recline, fore and aft adjust here. This lever up here actually helps with the entry and egress of the rear seat passengers. Steering wheel is leather wrapped, tilt and telescoping. And taking a quick look at the seats. Seats actually look really good in this vehicle, especially in this trim with the roast and the black cloth. They do lack the Bronco horse, however. They've also got this accent blue piping here. It's a really nice grippy cloth. It's actually pretty comfortable. Looks really good too. Alrighty, let's pan through the interior and show more details. There is a lot to show in here as this is a brand new vehicle, so there's a lot of electronics and gadgets and gizmos. But as you can see, a nice thick rimmed 3-spoke steering wheel. It's pretty much typical Ford with the exception of the Bronco logo with the replacing the Ford oval. You do have these graphite accents on the spokes, looks really, really good. Membrane touch switches. And over here on the left-hand side, you do have your cruise control. You've also got your lane keep assist button here, and your volume. And then over here on the right-hand side, you have your Bluetooth and phone controls, your trip computer menu controls, and seek and scan for the audio. Other than that, there's not too much here on that. Multifunction switch, basically you have your wiper, washer controls, turn signal controls, high beam and flash to pass. And then taking a look at the instrument cluster, it's a pretty simple instrument layout, although it's really, really neat looking. You have this nice large half circular round speedometer, goes all the way up to 120, and down below you do have a coolant temperature gauge. The rest of it is pretty much an LCD display screen. It is a multifunction reconfigurable display, and right now we have it in off-road mode because it does show the extra gauges for turbo boost. You have oil temperature, transmission temperature, and battery volts. You've also got your RPMs and your digital speedometer, as well as your readout for your lane keep assist there. But there are multi-function controls located by using these buttons here, and we'll show those now. Alright, let's move over the top of the dash. As you can see, that metallic brown or bronze continues here. You got a bunch of different molded accents on the dashboard. One really cool thing here is a GoPro or action cam mount that goes right here, and a little small tray. The dash is pretty simple but effective in its design. It does look very throwback, especially with this large amount of titanium looking plastic. It does have the big Bronco logo over there on the airbag door. Let's go over these switches here. So we have our front and rear lockers. We have our four-wheel drive steer assist or trail steer and stability control. And then over here is our hazard flashers. And of course we do have Ford's current Sync 4 system on this really, really nice touchscreen. AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio capability. It is also equipped with navigation. And the actions on it are actually really, really good. Different apps for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Different vehicle settings here. Bronco features, driver assistance, towing, and the owner's manual online. And of course, last but not least, by placing the vehicle in reverse, does activate the reverse camera with active guidance lines. Alright, moving down, we do have our engine start stop button here, more of that bronze brown accent color there. And down here is actual just hard controls for audio controls, so volume and your power button. You've also got your tune, auto start stop, seek and play, pause, and next and forward track. Dual zone climate controls here, max AC, panel distribution, 3-zone auto, recirculate mode. You've also got, of course, your passenger independent control here, and of course the heated seats. Fan speed control here by this toggle, rear window defroster, and of course your driver's side heated seat. And down here in this large tray, you do have a USB type A and type C charge port. You also have this nice little badge here. It basically says designed and engineered by Ford in Dearborn, Michigan, and built at the Michigan assembly plant. It's not serialized or anything like that. Another grab handle here with that blue on there. It looks really, really good. Feels good to the hand too. Center console here, nice and big. Has 2 cup holders. Of course, your GOAT modes here with your 4-wheel drive selector and your automatic transmission selector lever. One nice little detail I do like about this, if you could see it, it's kind of hard to make out, but it does have actually the Bronco logo embossed here, and then an American flag engraved here. Power window switches are on the center console, as is the power mirror control. You do have a nice padded center armrest that opens up to reveal 2-level storage and a 12-volt power point. Overall, I'm actually very impressed with the interior quality, fit and finish of the new Bronco. It feels really good in here. It's actually very comfortable. Right now it's actually not very quiet because the vehicle doesn't have any doors, but I've driven one with the doors on, and that is actually very quiet. Overhead you have an automatic dimming rearview mirror, and you just have multifunction lamp controls here, individual map lights, passenger airbag indicator. You've also got sunglasses holder here. Nice large sun visors. They do have illuminated vanity mirrors. Sun visors do swing out, and of course they slide out on extension rails, but that's about as far as they go. Alrighty, getting into the rear seat is actually a very easy affair. Just by locating this lever at the top of the seat, it'll actually fold the seat back forward, unlatch it from the tracks, and you can actually slide it all the way up, as you can see here. And it does allow very easy ingress to the rear seats. Now the rear seats do seat only 2 in the 2-door Broncos. They seat 3 across in the 4 doors. 50-50 split folding individual seats. It is in that same roast and black cloth. And actually the back seats are pretty roomy. Show a couple features back here. On the console here it does say no step. And in this model we have household style 400 watt AC outlet. And over here additional USB ports. You've also got seat back mat pocket storage. Rear seat passengers also have their own armrest, cup holders, seat belts, of course. Alright, let's take a look at the rear luggage area now. It's just a single swing open gate on the tailgate portion of it. If the hardtop was in place, it would actually have flipper glass that lifts up just like on the Jeep Wrangler. And of course the tailgate is accessory ready. You do have these grids here that can hold accessories. They also removed or show bolting or mounting points. One really cool feature is on this Badlands, on the tailgate you can actually have this drop down shelf that acts like a camping table or something like that. It's actually a really cool feature. It is actually Bronco branded as well. Alright, here we go. Here is the luggage area of the new Bronco two-door with the rear seats up. As you can see, luggage space is actually pretty good considering. I love the tie-down hooks here. They actually have a little lasso logo. It's kind of cool. But Ford large tie-down hooks. Small little storage tray here. You've also got a 12-volt power point here. Rear reading lights or rear accent lights or utility lights, and the Bronco logo is backlit in blue, which is really cool. Top tethers for child seats. All of your top wiring here. And underneath the floor reveals some additional concealed storage, and of course your jack and tools. We'll now fold the rear seats. We'll show you how that's done. So the first step, in order to fold the seats actually flat, you need to grab this little pull string here and take the seat bottom cushion and kind of lift it up just like this. It'll look like this on the floor. Then what you can do is you can take this tether here and fold the entire seat forward. Alright, here is the luggage area with the rear seats folded. As you can see, they do not actually fold flat with the load area, but it does provide additional cargo storing capacity. Alrighty, and this does conclude our in-depth walk-around look and test drive of the all-new 2021 Ford Bronco. We hope you found the review informative. If you did like it, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and Instagram at BrentsoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.